Nobody jump in. This is a one-on. I'm laying out on now. Nobody jump in. This is a one-on.
Hello everyone, TJV here, and today I'm going to be talking about probably the dumbest fight you've ever seen. It is between Konosuke and Spirit. Spirit is the guy in the white t-shirt, and Konosuke is the person in the black t-shirt. These two individuals wanted to fight each other for some reason. They had a whole debate and argument over on the Wacky server, which I will leave a link down below to the Discord argument that led up to this fight, and a link to the fight itself if you want to go watch it. But real quick, let's just address the elephant in the room. I know Spirit was like 400 plus pounds. He was a big dude. Okay, you know, you carrying and you packing some weight, that's something. But Konosuke, I did not know he was this much of a twig. Dude, you have no business going around and picking fights with other people when you're this skinny of a twig. I mean, this is just mind-blowing because I heard this guy argue with Spirit and like say, oh, let's meet up, come on, you're afraid, don't be a wuss, show up for the fight, come on, let's meet up here, let's meet up there. Like, he was calling the shots. He was definitely winning the argument and like completely destroying Spirit over the mic with his promo skills.
I'm better than you.
You ain't better than you're garbage, you're trash, you're a weak creator, you suck, you stalk Monica Leal.
And then when I saw him in this video, like actually him, he is the skinniest guy I've ever seen in my life. Like, he is really, really skinny. I mean, look at him. I mean, he does have a little bit of height to him, so it isn't like he's skinny and like really, really short. So, I mean, maybe there's something that can still happen. But right when I saw this, I was like, okay, for real though, Spirit's gonna win this fight 100%. If they're just allowed to like brawl and go at each other for however long, Spirit's gonna win. And going to the fight, this is pretty much what it was for most of the fight. Yup, just them walking around and not really doing anything to each other. Spirit does push the guy, grab the guy's glasses off his face and throws them.
Oh! Oh!
And he says multiple times, come on, hit me, punch me. And Konosuke does not decide to punch him until way later on. And when he does punch him, it is a really weak punch.
Oh! Yes! Yes! I like that!
I mean, maybe it was a powerful punch because Spirit did stumble, but I think that's more because of his weight and how imbalanced he is, and it's hard for him to stand on 2 feet, rather than a punch from this skinny of a man. So then after this punch that Konosuke ended up throwing, Spirit ends up grabbing him and like hugging him, and then they start throwing a bunch of jabs at each other.
Oh, yes! Yes! I like that! Oh! 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 It's finally begun! Finally, after 7 minutes? Yes! 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 Pain! 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 Ha!
The jabs are not like super impressive. A few of them land, a few of them don't. But then Spirit ends up landing a headbutt straight to Konosuke's forehead.
Oh! Oh!
I mean, this is like not just jabs being thrown, like, okay, they want to hurt each other. It's funny because a comment on Wacky's video is Spirit wasn't trying to really hurt him. Well, again, the whole purpose of them fighting each other is because they want to hurt each other, right? I mean, what else is the point? Are you just doing it for views? That's really dumb. But they really don't like each other. They're fighting. They keep going. And, you know, we end up seeing that Spirit has a bloody nose. So there is at least one of Konosuke's punches did land and caused a bloody nose.
Oh! Put it down, put it down. Put it out, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up. Get out the way, get out the way. Let him get up.
It does look like Konosuke is a little roughed up by this screenshot right here too after the fight, because they were pretty much done fighting at this point, and he does look pretty exhausted, or at least hit a few times. But what ends up happening is Spirit ends up pushing Konosuke, and that pretty much ends the fight because they're not really going after each other anymore, and then Konosuke and everyone else decides to run away while Spirit yells, "Come on, let's go, let's keep going."
Yeah, take him out, take you back. Oh, his nose is bloody. Oh, Nose is bloody. Oh. Oh.
Everyone,
You better
everyone, everyone.
him up.
Like I said, I'm not no
Cops is coming. Cops coming. Cops coming. Cops coming. Cops coming.
Yeah, pussy. Pussy. Pussy.
Oh.
And the reason why they end up running away is because they hear that cops are coming, or they see that cops are coming, or something like that. But who cares if cops are coming? Like, if you're there to fight, stand your ground, be a man. And look, real quick, I'm not a huge fan of Spirit. I don't know the guy, I'm not friends with the guy. I probably wouldn't even like the guy if I got to talk to him a bit. But I'm saying this now, he sat there and stood his ground even if the cops were showing up. He was yelling, come on, let's keep going. And not only that, he's the only one that was laying his hands, pushing, and like taking his glasses, throwing it off. He was the only one trying to instigate the fight to go like further. And it's funny because if you go watch the Discord call that was leading up to the fight, Konosuke was the one hard pressing the fight, like, come on, bro, let's go, come on, stop being a wuss. And it really looked like Konosuke was like doing his best not to have the fight, but then he finally threw a punch. They did have a small fight, but then he immediately ran away because cops apparently ended up showing up. Again, really weak. It's the dumbest fight that I've ever seen. And actually, I think Spirit looks a lot better in this fight, the bigger dude. I think he looks a lot better in this fight than Konosuke does. If I'm going to give anyone the win, it's definitely Spirit. Even if he has a bloody nose, he was still willing to keep going, and Konosuke, the first sign of cops or whisper of cops showing up, he immediately bolted and started running. I'm just saying, if I ever had the anger to want to fight somebody, because again, I don't really think I should be going around fighting people. I think that's kind of dumb. If you think you need to go solve something with violence, easily you could just talk it out or just never talk to the person again. But if I was angry enough to ever want to actually fight anybody, I don't care who's showing up. I don't care if it's the cops. I don't care if it's a SWAT team. I don't care who is showing up. If I'm that angry where I want to fight somebody, I would be fighting, and I wouldn't be doing all this talking, and I wouldn't be just going around in circles and putting our foreheads to each other. I wouldn't be flirting and kissing and making out with the other dude, which it looks like they had a lot more love between them than anger in this fight. It looks absolutely pathetic, absolutely horrible. This is definitely something I do not recommend anyone in the Wacky server promoting, because again, it's kind of funny, I guess, but it's not a street fight. The title should not be street fight though. It should be like small scrimmage leads to a loving connection between Spirit and Konosuke with a couple jabs thrown in. That is all that happened. There's literally nothing else.
What's wrong? Scared?
But anyways, let me know what you think of the fight. Do you know more about this? Are you in the Wacky server? What'd you end up thinking about all of this? Let me know that down in the comments below. And who do you think won? Do you think Konosuke won or Spirit? Who do you think ended up winning? Let me know that down below. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.